make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Green, 30. Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check, Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
No, check, Patriot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Amendola with a catch. 23 yards on the play. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Carry for Lamar Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong from 3 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by a man who played his high school ball just about 30 miles west of here in Katy, Texas. He told us he has 50 friends and family watching this one. It's Andy Dalton.
And if he's got 50 friends and family there, that means he's been very generous on the tickets. Good man, Andy Dalton. And it's hard to believe. Only a one-year starter in high school, but boy, was that a springboard. Started 4 years in college and has been a starter in the NFL
Boom.
since game one his rookie year.
Welcome home.
DJ Reader in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Okay, we get a glance now at the starting lineup offensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Boyd out of Pitt, one of my favorite receivers in the 2016 draft. The only thing he didn't have, long speed. Really runs about the mid-4.5s, maybe a 4.6 guy, but smart, understands the passing game very well, and doesn't drop anything.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times
2
have you
QB
heard
hits.
it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away.
I'm sure I can need an analogy for that.
That's taken on the 25. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits.
Their cornerbacks
By
are
the
awesome.
way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed it.
Oh, shit. Get that ball. Get that ball, boys. Damn. Oh, my God. That was ridiculous.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball.
That's a weird angle.
There's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try to get downfield.
Dalton gives to Bernard. What a spin.
Nice.
He's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run again with Bernard. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight to the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. A solid pick.
I gotta say, sticky man. This is ridiculous.
Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those
no!
They'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Man, their running game is good.
Giovanni Bernard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it?
Oh, no. Is that who I think it is?
End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll drop the throw.
Holding.
Here it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, shit. Didn't see him coming.
He'll go down. They got him for a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
1, 3.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down.
Holy shit.
He's got it for a big
You had it, boy. What are you doing?
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completion left side to Miller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Fuller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
They'll to stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Back to throw again. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Strong. Touchdown, Texans. Jalen Strong with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he puts it through.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front.
God, they got some good running backs.
Respond after giving up that type of a return.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And the grab by Croft. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Myers able to knock it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep this time for Miller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Again, here's Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more
job,
of that
boys.
here in the NFL. But no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Texans take possession. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now,
you hurt my boy.
Remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Damn. That's terrible news. It's terrible news.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly.
DJ, you're up.
And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10, going with Savage again. Dumps it complete to Miller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Savage on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Miller. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Savage.
Oh, Savage, just a little bit overthrown.
C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage.
There you go, Fuller. Welcome back.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Nice special teams, come on.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
There you go.
Bring it a few past the 20
Eddie Pleasant.
to the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Bernard churning, and he lost the football.
There you go. There you go, defense. Turnover, J.J. Watt, I think. See who it was.
They may have the edge on the the scoreboard.
J.J. Watt plucked it out.
They dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Oh.
And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz.
Make you pay for that one.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Savage now on second. His throw caught. At about the
Nice
5.
catch, Fuller.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Over. All right, here we go. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
Now it's Savage.
Oh, Savage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And quickly, they get to the line.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Leopard. Over.
To throw on second down is Savage. That's complete.
Ah.
Down to the 8. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Now Savage on 3rd and goal.
Oh, man.
Throw incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
On 4th down, Savage. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket.
Oh, catch that ball.
Drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Got some speedy receivers.
On EA Sports, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They send Green to the left on his own. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And Dalton to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Return team. Automatic first down. Here's Savage on first down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Savage now to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks. In the red zone this time.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
All right.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return
there you go.
Positive as he gets past
Pleasant
the
again.
25 and up to the 27-yard line. And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They
Ooh,
blocked
JJ,
so
careful.
well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And, oh, he took that in with a grab. And the Bengal fans are probably saying, where has that been?
And they have to, because
let's get some pass rush going again.
A balanced offense, but these two, Andy Dalton, A.J. Green, their connection is vital to their chances of winning.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. Dalton once more. He's got time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
Boy, yeah, that's so close.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Third down. A shot here for Dalton.
Oh.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, 56 yards. And the Bengals
got a good
able
offensive
to get this
line.
back within a touchdown. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to
damn, that's tight coverage.
Coordinator and the head coach, they felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
No, check, Patriot!
On second and 10, Savage. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Savage on first. Gets it to Strong. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he is going to... And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw it here. Savage. He's got Fuller. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Savage. And he will find his man on the outside. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to break it out, a good one. He's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. Oh, he's got a man
Oh,
wide
shit.
open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, They need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Brandon Fields now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. Your defensive guy.
That was a fucking close game.
It was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was. You know who people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
It's on Boyer. It's on Council and Boyer. Joseph, Council.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on...
Oh, and who did I lose? I lost somebody to injury. Greg Olson. He had an ankle or something. I'm about to find out. Catching every time. For Will Fuller especially. Catching. Kirk Mance is getting good. Council got blown up on pursuit. Oh no. He's not make the Super Bowl. Nope. Wow.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Raiders going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy.
Derek got hurt.
Razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Good lineups everywhere, looks like.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. More now.
There you go, JJ.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. And take it right on the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the right side, this is Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now back to throw.
Oh, he's wide open, too.
Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Time to meet the defensive starters for the Oakland Raiders, and you want to discuss one of their safeties.
I certainly do. Carl Joseph out of West Virginia always did a great job policing the middle of the field. A big hitter, knocked the ball away, but really added to his game as last year as a Mountaineer. Became a better cover guy and a better ball hawk before he got injured. They're really going to love him in Oakland.
He'll look to throw. Completion left side to Miller.
That was not the block I wanted you to do.
Jay. To a fourth down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's able to pick
I just thought that sounded like a book. Finding Fedorowicz.
26. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it.
Holding, isn't it?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Back to throw again. Gets it to Strong. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw again. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's messy. Stared down that one receiver so long.
Of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught fine.
And now before they run this fourth down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter.
Yeah.
They're down to 1 remaining. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The catch made by Miller. Give him 14 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jalen Strong from 6 yards away. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And a look now
Sean Fair's a
at the defense
beast.
for Houston.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
I got Council with the 32 overall. It's a really good pick. Safety. I just get the best hybrid cornerback safety on the market first round every time.
On the ground,
Oh, shit.
All
Alright. Alright. Prove your worth. Prove your worth. Damn it. I just talked enough, and there he goes, blowing a play.
A great play there.
Who is that?
67 yards.
DeAndre?
And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot, let's go. Green, 30. Watching that, Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun.
God.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And
There you go, Strong.
Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. And it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out to the flat.
There you go, boy.
Complete to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Had Fuller open. What did I do? I could have been a touchdown, probably.
There was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw again.
No, why'd you...
Over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll drop to throw. And he's got Miller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal.
Bengals were a better team.
It's so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those
upfield
and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So out come the Raiders. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
No
does that guy get
more
on the field on this drive.
run yards.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's
a free quarterback hit. Thank you.
Third down and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff
no
it out,
more
and finish it off.
running yards.
They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 35.
Rink-a-dink-doot.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Don't give me time left, bud.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a shotgun snap is up. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Moore. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Moore now. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left.
There you go, JJ.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks
Come on, boys. Could have got a pick out of that.
Incomplete. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Raiders, on the other hand, want to quiet this crowd and turn things around. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 4th down from inside the 30. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and that connection will lead to a gain of 14 yards. Texans have it later on the drive. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and he'd cap off the 10-play drive with a TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. They take it at the 33-yard line. It's going to be a run play here, and he'll go for the score. We're brand new at 7. 1st and 10. Fuller's the target here, and the pass and catch will end up going for 31 yards. Later on the drive, Strong's got the catch here, and this play will go for 6. That takes the lead up to 7. Texans lined up at the 43. Out of the shotgun, pass will be completed, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone.
Man, this is stupid. No wonder I skip it all the
So
time.
this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go now. No. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll set up a throw. He's got Fuller. It's a pickup of 21. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
On the counter, it's Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught. Fedorowicz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't
hold on to that ball, Fedorowicz.
Contact. Incomplete.
Whoa, 4th and 1.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And Amendola with a catch. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Proch. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them.
Oh no, Jalen. I got to get one for him.
Defense, hold him out. Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Oops, wrong play.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now a shotgun snap.
Pass interference.
On 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a succusful play. Doesn't matter
Damn.
how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant. Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
so many teams want to throw the ball in this
Jalen
situation
Richard.
nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Moore. Over the middle here to Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Moore now. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back to throw. They're able to locate Wilson.
Who is his man? He got blown up.
Luke Wilson, 64 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whispering.
And he's taken down.
Guys keep on talking shit.
Alden Smith from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is
Pass interference. Come on, call it. Better not be holding. Oh, fuck. Shit. Alright, let's see if I can. The rocket arm in
After the
there.
penalty, the offense backed up here on 3rd down.
Over. Detroit. All right, here we go. Detroit.
2, 3.
3rd and long. It's Savage. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to
Woo!
have this
Suck it,
right
Dick.
to the 30-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No, check. Patriot.
On 1st and 10, Savage. And he's got it. Over the middle to Horowitz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
We got three, fellas. All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, here's Savage. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The first down throw coming. Savage. And Miller with it over the middle. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Savage is going to throw it. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
See if they can call this screen.
Number 9 of the drive here.
I don't like it.
4 yards on 3rd down.
I don't like it.
Again throwing. It's Savage. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good
Yeah, go all your timeouts, buddy.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, it's Savage. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go over. That's Leopard. Detroit.
They go play action.
Woo, Jesus.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate
Okay.
on the spot able to retain possession.
I think I'll just
for them.
end the game.
Barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
God, they got thirsty on that last play.
This was the goal before
Holy
they
shit.
started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote
Get out
them
of my face.
earlier
Get
in
out
the
of my face.
season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl.
Oh, boy.
This one,
Oh,
they're going
boy.
to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
I lost Jalen to broken ribs. He just threw his studio up in the air. Who blew that? Dimps.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our...